All right, number test. Hey girl, we're gonna show that Michael how we trained you, all right? Oh yeah, good girl. Here's Emma and me. She's a good girl. Yeah, she learned so quick. All right, so I'm gonna show you the basics of how to train your dog commands and more importantly, her name. She needs to know her name first before you can teach her commands. That is the first thing. So how I taught her commands is that during her food time, when you're gonna give her her meal, just instead of giving her meal in a bowl, just train her with the food. Hand feed her. First one to do is just hand feed her. Get her to know you, to bond with you. I'm not gonna do it right now because these are training treats, which I recommend when training her. You can also use dog food if you want. It'll work the finest. If the dog likes the food, you'll train him no matter what. So, first thing I did was I got her to face me. It'd be better if she's sitting down so she's paying attention. Stay. And you want to say two things. You want to say the dog's name first. When you say the dog's name, you put the hands down. Emma, yes. The second key word, yes. When she hears that word, she knows she's doing something good. And she's getting something good. That yes is her reward. So, I'd say, Emma, yes. And at first, your dog isn't going to get it. Obviously, you're going to say yes. I'm going to say Emma. When I first started, she didn't know what that means. Like, come on. She's a puppy. She doesn't know what that means. But after the couple of training sessions, when I just kept saying that word, her eyes would flick up to me. Her head would lift up. Her ears would perk. She would start to recognize that name. Emma, yes. Her head pricked up. Her eyes were attentive. Emma, yes. Good girl. Just like that. Couple times a day. 3 times, however times you're going to feed your dog, that's what you do. You put it in your hand. Emma, yes. Emma, yes. Dog food's a little more difficult because she's got to chew on it. Emma, yes. She's watching the food in my hand, but even though I'm calling her name, she flicks her eyes up. Now, once your dog has an understanding of its name, so like Emma, she knows her name, at least, I hope she knows her name, then we can train them the commands. So the first thing you probably want to train your dog is to come and sit. That's 2 very important words. So we get her distracted. She's actually very, very attentive to the food, so she doesn't like to stand up sometimes. And she naturally wanted to sit when I got her. So she was a lot easier to train sit than maybe the others. I'm not sure. So Emma, sit. When you want to train them, you want to hold the food above their nose. She will naturally want to sit when the food is looking at her. Kind of like when you're looking up, your butt wants to hit the ground. So hold it above the ground. Yes. So stand her up. You don't have to stand her up the first time. I'm just doing that to show you to put the head up. What you'd want to do is once you say, Emma, sit. Nope. Sit. Yes. Emma, sit. Yes. Her butt's on the ground. Emma, sit. Yes. Emma, sit. Yes. Once you say that, once you do probably a full feeding session of just sit, the next time you want to get her standing so she knows the movement. So you do whatever you need to do to get her to move. Maybe the food in front of her nose will get her to move. For her, she doesn't like to do that. She likes to just sit because she knows she's going to get food. She does. So Emma, come. Emma, come. Sit. Yes. Emma, come. Emma, come. Sit. Yes. You want her to have her on her legs so she knows the movements. Sit. Yes. Even if you have to get her to stand up.